Hey, it's 10 a.m. and time to sweat it off. You know, I'm talking about that big meal that you had yesterday or the all day dining experience. Hmm. Now, I didn't do that, but I have in the past. And I'm sure many of you have as well. Well, anyway, welcome to my 10 a.m. session called Sweating It Off. And like I say, we're going to do some sweating and work that extra pound or two off that we picked up yesterday. What do you think about that? Anyway, for this session and sweating it off, I'm going to be offering at a 30% discount all gallery wrap prints on my site. And if you haven't been on my site, or if you haven't been on here today, my site is www.jerryhardistystudio.com. And to get to my page, go to the top of the navigation menu and open the shop for originals and prints. And you can find anyone there, any print there that's available. Aha, welcome, Courtney. Thanks for being here. And Flex Artwork is back again for the third time today. Flex Art was on the 5 a.m. session and the 8 a.m. session. And now here we are in the 10 a.m. session. So, I have to admit, I got up real early this morning, 4:30, and I'm getting a little bit sleepy already. And it's a long day yet, but I may have to take a little cat nap pretty soon, or power nap. I should call it a power nap here pretty soon. Well, anyway, I'm going to flash you here in a minute. I'm going to flash you with my smile. Here I go, smiling as usual. All right, we got to get sweating it off, man. So let's see what we can do. I've got my PVC pipe here. And what I do with this, I learned this at the gym, but today I'm not going to the gym. I'm just doing it right here. And we do this to get loose. It helps loosen us up. Who else have we got on here? Jay Harris, welcome. Welcome, my friend. So I'm just getting a little bit loose here. So you can do whatever you want to get loose. And that's enough of those for now. So let's switch to the dumbbells. Here we go. Here we go. Or that feels good, even though these are pretty light weights. That still feels good. So that's enough of that. Let's move on. I know you didn't come here to get online to watch me exercise, but I'm going to put on my white gloves. Anytime you are handling fine art like mine, you need to wear gloves because you don't want to get fingerprints all over those gloves or all over the pieces that you for the show or you're going to see. You want to keep them clean. So no fingerprints. All right, gallery wraps. If you were on the 8 a.m. session for the black and white, you saw a gallery wrap, and I'm going to show it to you again, called Speak 2. Remember the piece? Speak 2, and it's on a gallery wrap canvas. Now, what a gallery wrap is that the canvas is stretched all the way around the stretcher bars, and then stapled on the back on the stretcher bars. So it's a gallery wrapped canvas. Now, why I really like using these because you don't really have to have the added expense of adding a frame. You can hang this on the wall without a frame, and it looks perfectly fine. In fact, I like them better without frames. So anyway, that's what a gallery wrap canvas is. So but that one I just showed you, that Speak 2, is actually It is actually an original painting. But now let me show you a print that is gallery wrap print. This piece is called Automatism Rose. I'm going to change the name to Wild Rose in honor of a former student of mine who now has a shop, a retail shop in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And her name is, no, I forgot her name. Oh, she'll kill me. Trudy. I knew her as Trudy Collins. She now has a married name. I can't pronounce it. But anyway, Trudy Collins. She has a shop called Wild Rose. So I'm going to name this after Trudy Collins. Anyway, you can see that here's the gallery wrap. And in this particular situation, the gallery wrap or the painting actually continues on the sides, all four sides of the canvas or the print. Now, what I normally do with a Kansas wrap is rather than paint on the sides or have the image or continue on the sides, I usually paint the sides black, which I like that as well. Both work equally well. And you can see that here again, this is a gallery wrap. This particular size is about 16 inches by 16 inches. So it's a very nice piece. Like I did with the black and whites at 8 a.m., the black and white prints at 8 a.m. I'm not telling you what they cost because each print or each image from the original painting you can get in different sizes. So, for instance, 30% off of a print that would cost $500, and you probably wouldn't choose that particular size anyway. But a gallery wrap at $500 with the 30% discount would be $150 off, which would make the piece $350. But say, for instance, something a little more reasonable that may fit in your budget better, especially if you're buying it for a gift. Maybe you pick a $300 size, a little bit smaller. I don't know exactly how much this particular one would cost. I haven't looked it up, but if you got or chose one that was $300 with the 30% discount, then you would actually be paying $210 for the print. And by the way, I have to mention, it's free shipping for anybody, any place in the United States. So keep that in mind. You save some money there as well. I like free shipping. I know you like free shipping also. So anyway, this is the gallery wrap. And you can also see that when you get a gallery wrap print, you've got the wire in the back to hang it. And it really, because it is so tight, it really hugs the wall. So this is a very nice piece. Again, this is 16 by 16. Now, excuse me, I only have one other gallery wrap print to show you. And it is just a little bit smaller. This is a 12 by 12 inch. 12 by 12 inch. And you can see how smooth the print actually is. Again, the painting or the image continues on the sides and on the tops and bottoms and so forth. However, you could order this. Oh, there's Gina. Welcome, Gina. Gina's from the UK. Oh, well, thank you. Gina says, I'm amazing. I'm so amazing. Well, I already knew that, but thank you, Gina. I do appreciate that. Anyway. Oh, and Flex Artworks says, nice job, Jerry. Well, thank you. Again, that's the second compliment I've gotten from Flex Arts today. I appreciate it. Anyway, I forget what I was saying. Happens with my age. I'm sorry. Anyway, this is Dom's Hope. And that's DOM''S Hope. And you may have already heard the story, but let me tell you the story again. I was actually painting the original painting in a live session that I was going live, like I'm going live right now. While I was painting, I always talk and ask for comments. By the way, I didn't turn on the comments here. Please if you're watching on Facebook, drop your name in the chat box and tell me where you're from, ask questions and make comments. I do appreciate those very much so. So anyway, I was painting live and taping it and so forth. And a gentleman from the UK started asking me questions and engaging me in conversation. And as it turned out, he was a former artist and was hoping to get back to his art. His name was Dominic. And so I named this painting after Dominic because he was hoping to get back to creating artwork himself. So it's Dom's Hope. Dom's Hope. That's the story behind this painting. But anyway, as I was saying, this is a 12 by 12, and I don't know exactly how much it would be, but you can actually look that up. You can try different things. If you go to the site and you go to the shop for originals of prints, when you first pull up an image, like you pull up the image of Dom's Hope, you will see there's various categories. Number one, check the size. For instance, if you want a 12 by 12, and then check the medium for a gallery wrap print, and then it'll give you the price of it. Well, if you're not satisfied with that price, go back to and pick a different size. Say pick the 16 by 16, and then the gallery wrap again, and it will give you a new price. So that's how you can figure out exactly how much something is going to cost. And then remember that 30% discount. The 30% discount for gallery wraps, or the code for it, is GWRAPS30. So GWRAPS 30. So that's the code that you would want to use at checkout for this. And I believe I may have put that in the notes as well. So these are very nice pieces. Jerry, I have a question from this is Flux Arts. I have a question from the Netherlands. Do you also work digitally or only by hand? I only work by hand. I don't do digital images. So, sorry. I hope you're not disappointed. And you are from the Netherlands? If you would like to purchase something, we can make some kind of an arrangement for those shipping charges. So anyway, keep that in mind. And anyway, I either paint in acrylics or oil. For Dominic's Hope and the one I showed you previously, that I'm going to change the name to the Wild Rose. Both of these I painted in oil, and I hadn't painted in oil for quite some time, and I switched probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 months ago, maybe 4 or 5. I don't recall exactly when, but I really do like the outcome. I host and produce a podcast called The Artist's Voice, in which I interview artists for the podcast. And I've interviewed over 80 so far, many of them from outside the United States. We do it all online on StreamYard, like we're doing right now. And I don't know where I was going with this, but oh, I know where I was going. I have learned so much from the artists that I interview. For instance, using oils, and I was always reluctant to use oils because they take so long to dry. But I picked up some techniques from several of the artists that I have interviewed on how to get them to dry faster, and it works great for me. So anyway, those are the gallery wraps, the gallery wrap prints, and like I've said, 30% discount. So use the code GWRAPS30 at the checkout. So anyway, thanks again for watching my 10 a.m. session. The next session will be at 12 noon, and I'm going to be presenting some prints that I have on hand here in my studio. I'll be presenting those. I've presented some of those previously, but anyway, you'll get to see, if you've seen them before, you get to see them again. And they have a set price. They're not discounted at a percentage, but they have each of them have a set price. So we'll get to that at 12 noon, and I hope to see any of you who are here now. I hope to see you back. And in the meantime, hey, maybe you need to take a nap too. Or, hey, sweat it off. So this is Jerry. Stay safe. Wear your masks. Stay at social distance. See you at noon. My time, Mountain Standard Time.